final project on Asian American culture and Native American culture. So once again, I got my family involved, and let's do it. So the first thing I wanted to record, this may sound a little strange, but I wanted to record a tree because the trees, the sky, even the sun, we all on the same earth. We all on the same earth. Whether Asian American culture or whether Native American culture, we all got trees. We all got sky. We all got the air. We all on the same world. All in the same world. So a lot of our cultures are connected, even though we don't see it. All right, I want to introduce these three brothers. Two of them played for me last time. This one right here is Steve. He is a three-time all-parish jazz band member and a four-time all-parish concert band member, or vice versa, one of them two. This is Sam, my second oldest, and he has made all-parish orchestra. He could have made it many more times, but he don't like to practice. And that one in the middle is Little Sonny. That's my youngest, and right now he's on the verge of joining the talented band. That's his future goal. And what they're gonna play today is a song by Mozart. It's the Turkish March. It has a different name, but it's called the Turkish March. And Turkey is one of the places that is in Asia. And this song was written by Mozart, I'm assuming, here in America, so this is gonna be one of our Asian American things. Good job, you guys. All right. Okay, and now we have here Alitia and Elitia. And Alitia is wearing a buckskin dress. And her whole outfit is inspired by the movie Pocahontas. But this is what Native American women wore back in the day. Do a little spin for me, sweetie. Oh, so pretty, so pretty. And what Mama is over here wearing is called a kippah. And this is what Asian women wear. They wear it here in America as well. It has another name too, but I couldn't pronounce that one. But the two names are used interchangeably. Do a little spin, darling. Woo! All right, all right, all right. So this is the picture of a Native American outfit and an Asian American outfit. So after I saw my wife and my daughter standing in front of this painting, it made me think, and I looked it up right quick. Working on the fly, Professor, on the fly. So I looked up Native American paintings, and according to the Encyclopedia Britannica, the people living in the Pueblos produced some of the most successful artwork. They were masters of weaving, painting, and particularly pottery making. So that the Native Americans were good at painting. And we have a lot of homemade paintings around here. Now here's another one. I know she hasn't named any of these yet, but she's been just basically following guys on YouTube and started trying to paint herself. And I mean, I know that the Native Americans probably saw a lot of scenery like this because when they lived in excuse me about that, when they lived in the United States, when they were here before the Pilgrims came, America wasn't industrialized. So they probably got to see a lot better scenery than what we see today. Here's another one. Like I said, she's a rookie. She's starting off, but I think she does real good. This is a forest what look like a river and a bridge in the background. I know you're a fan of art, Professor, so maybe I get a few little cool points in there because I know you showed us a real cool art museum. And the last one I'm gonna show you is this one. This one is supposed to be like a stormy weather over like a ocean or a lake or a sea. Well, that was the last one I was going to show you of my wife's artwork, but this one is from my son, and so is this one. And I believe he has one more back behind here. I believe he did this one too, my son. And he is Native American, which brings me to the next thing we want to show you. So the next thing I want to show you is this. This is Ancestry.com. And about maybe almost a year ago, I did a DNA test. So hopefully it can pick this up. I'm getting little notifications from my phone saying that the device is too hot. I don't know what that means, but I don't know, too close to the computer or what, but I'm till I try to see. See, there's me at the top, say Stephen Taylor. And these are all my ethnicity estimates and origins. And if we scroll down, you see right here, I am 2% indigenous, however they say that word. I heard somebody say it the other day and I still forgot how to pronounce it. Indigenous America, North America. So Native American of North America and Indigenous American of Mexico. So I'm about 4% Native American. So I can speak on it, you know. I got it in me. I can talk about it. You know, I can talk about it from a personal aspect. Now, I may not have enough in me to stay on a reservation because my daddy always told me when I was young, and this was actually the reason why I took the DNA test, was because my daddy always told me when I was young that if I ever wanted to stay on a reservation, I could. But I found out years later that you have to have so much percentage to stay on an Indian reservation. And I also found out, thanks to your class, that I would not want to stay on a reservation. But just knowing that it is true that I do have some Native American in me makes me happy to know that, because I do love the culture. But since I know that I am Native American, and now that I know that, that means my kids are Native American, so that means we can do things like this and no one can tell us anything. All right, now now that that's out of the way, what we have here now is my lovely wife. And what are you making?
Fried Indian bread.
Fried bread. Now what we got? Tell me how you make this.
A combined flour, sugar, salt, mix it around. Then I have some water, warm the water up, add the yeast in there, let the yeast rise. Then I add that to the flour mixture and mix it around till it gets sticky.
Mm-hmm.
Let it sit until it rises,
Mm-hmm.
and then pound it in after it rises, and then break it apart and start making the fried bread.
Amazing. She makes the best fried bread in Jamaica. She made me cut the camera back on so that you can see it with a little color on it. These doggone chefs and they doggone particularness. Okay, so it is amazing how this film is coming together, because I was just telling the wife that we didn't have enough Asian stuff on the film so far, but bam. So Tell everybody what this is.
This is a spoon that you usually use when you're scooping out the rice to make the sushi. And this is just I don't forget what this one is yet.
Okay.
And we got seaweed for the sushi wrap. And then you got set of chapsticks. And these are bamboo mats that you use to help you roll the sushi.
So you put the sushi in there and then you just
Yeah, you put the seaweed on here, and then you damp the seaweed with water to moisturize, and then you put whatever you want to put in the sushi, the rice, the cucumber, the tuna, and everything else, and then you just go like this, put on top have the sushi come from here to here, the seaweed, and then just roll it over, and it roll into a ball to form the shape of the sushi. And once you get the shape, you just unroll it.
And the sushi is still rolled up?
Mm-hmm. All you gotta do is just fold up and then roll off from this way.
And that's when you cut it?
Yep.
Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. Asian American, because they cook a lot of sushi in America. You can go to any grocery store, you'll be seeing them cooking live, right action, right then and there. The beauty of having a chef in the house is that she has so much Asian stuff. You know, I like Chinese food. And, I mean, she just whipping this stuff out of nowhere. So what we got now?
Now we got a wok that I used to make stir fry or like shrimp lo mein. And then you have this one that I used to make ramen in.
Okay, so how you...
Two different sides. It comes with two different sides, therefore you can mix two different broth in there. You can have like your spicy, and you can have your mild, and it's cooking at the same time. While you have your liquid in here, you can get your plates, whatever you want to put in there with your vegetables, and you just dip it in there until it get like soft enough, and then you take it out and you can scoop the broth with the bowl and the vegetables in there.
Okay. And you say you can cook two at the same time in there?
Yeah, two different flavors. You got two different sides separated. You got a divider. So you can have your spicy and your mild. Or if you want a red bean soup or just regular tofu ramen, you can have red beans and you can have tofu. They won't mix together.
Asian style cookware. So as I'm riding to the next destination that I wanted to show you is I thought about something, and this is Baton Rouge, Louisiana, but this is America. And to be honest with you, this was, to me, when you look around and you see the world today and what we see now, really at one point all this land was Native American land. Everywhere that you look in this country, I mean, all of this belonged to them before it belonged to us. So I just wanted to capture that right quick too, as I'm driving to the last place I want to present. And in Baton Rouge, there are many streets, Choctaw, Chippewa. I mean, there are many streets that are named that have Native American names. So, but that's it about that. I got one more place I want to show you. So the last place I want to show you is China Express. This restaurant right here, I mean, this has got to be the best Asian American food takeout in Baton Rouge. I mean, they got some really good buffets. Now, don't get it twisted. Now, I'm a culinary student myself. I never finished, but I found out I had a love for food, but not a love for cooking. So I did 2 out of 3 semesters in culinary school, but I love food. And I told my wife she should go because, you know, she's a really good cook. Now she's a really good chef. But when it comes to authentic Asian food takeout, these people give you the best size portions at the best price. They are awesome. This is actually my first time coming to a restaurant since COVID started. Since COVID started, it's the first time I come to a restaurant. So I came straight to you guys. Because y'all are amazing. So this right here is my favorite Chinese dish of all time. This is curry chicken and pork fried rice. Now normally I get the dinner special and it's huge, but it's been so long I told them to give me the lunch special because I forgot the difference. But this was a little smaller than what I normally get, but it was only $6. But this curry, and the reason why I got in the curry is because my wife is Jamaican, but I found out that curry is made in so many different places, and I've tried them all. There's Jamaican curry, there's Indian curry, and there's Asian style curry, Chinese curry, and theirs is the best. Chinese curry is the best curry I've ever had in life. Don't tell my wife I said that, but Chinese curry is the best curry ever. So I'm gonna go ahead on and eat this, and this is gonna conclude my video. I hope I get an A. I wanna say that this class has been the most informative class as far as culture that I've ever had at BRCC. I've had about 4 sociology classes and 4 psychology classes because I'm a social science major, but this class right here has taught me more about culture than any of those. So I wanted to make sure I told you that, because there's a lot of things I wanted to tell you before I graduated. But I really enjoyed this class, and I thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed our video.